Welcome back, music fans. Fine music here. We're on to episode 579. Yeah, we keep on finding music, and sometimes we take a look back too. Brad, of course, will show us how to do that right now.
Well, I want to start out with the new album by HAWKWIND, There Is No Space for Us. It's this band who's been around for many, many decades, but they're still in great shape. Brock and company just take off with this album. The last three albums almost form a space rock trilogy, and they've been at new heights in their career, and this is no exception. It features again Timothy Lewis on electronics and keyboards, and he's added so much to their sound. Someone called it a supernova of creativity, and it's deep space sonic abstractions. It's got a little touch of Latin and American rock in some of the songs, and the album kicks off with a tune called There Is No Danger, and it grabs you right away. And you think, wow, this album's going to be good. And it turns out it is. There's crescendos of synthesizers and guitars wailing on full throttle, and it's a blowout of sound. Cosmic whoosh that'll take you to a new journey of sound. If you've been a Hawkwind fan, you'll love this album. And you might discover them for the first time. Uh, then there's a group who's been around since 1969, SUPERSISTER, and they have a list of albums, and their newest one is called Nancy Never Said. And I guess this group broke up and then reformed. And the leader, Robert Jan Stipp, is on keyboards and electronics. And they went from prog rock and into the 70s into jazz fusion. And then they had a reunion in 2010. And this is their first album with the trio for over a decade. And one reviewer compared them to Caravan. If you're into the Canterbury Prague music scene of the 60s and 70s, it's soft, dreamy, delightful album, and the music just floats. It's a classic Prague rock sound. And I really enjoyed being introduced to this group, even though they've got a long list. And Stips was one time also a member of Golden Earring, for those fans who were into that group. Then when I got into a little bit of Super Sisters, I found out that soft machine saxophone player Elton Dean joined their group for a while, from 1974 to 75, for about a year. Now, unfortunately, there wasn't a studio album with Dean on it, but when the trio teamed up with him, they went on tour and a recording came out, the Elton Dean Sessions. It's the band live. And this is a great recording. Supposedly it's recorded directly from the mixing board, and Elton Dean's saxophone just takes place, and he has plenty of room to solo. The sounds are great. It's a lot of improvising on it. 4 or 5 cuts are soft machine songs, and there's other jazz fusion rock songs on this album. Dean's the perfect fit for this trio, and they give each other plenty of room to solo. The sound just soars, and I was really excited to hear this. They're totally integrated together, Dean and the group. It's robust. It's a burst of electric, energetic sound, and I would highly recommend this album. Then when I started looking into Elton Dean, if you look up on Wikipedia, he's got like over 30 or 40 albums he's either been the head of, or he's been in Soft Machine, or he's been with other groups playing. And that brought me to the band Soft Machine Legacy. Now, they reformed with John Marshall on drums and Hugh Hooper on bass. And soon after this album, the live album, it's called Live at New Morning. Hooper died later, and so did Elton John, unfortunately. And this interplay on this album is excellent. The sound is distinct. It has rock-like rhythms in it. It features John Eldridge on guitar. And if you like the years of Soft Machine when Alan Holdsworth was on guitar, you would like this album, this particular group, because he plays incredibly well. He has a style similar to Mike Stern, maybe. Sounds like that. Great solos. Roy Baddington is on bass on this album, and John Marshall, like I said, is on drums. Dean just blows away on a lot of numbers, powerful solos on sax. He fiery playing from every one of these members. The spirit of this band is alive and well on this album, and there's not a weak cut on here, I believe. And they don't fall back on their former reputation. They take it even further. Soft Machine Legacy. Then there's two studio albums I've been listening to, and one's called Steam by Soft Machine Legacy. And this is the final album that features Hugh Hooper on bass. Unfortunately, Elton Dean is not on here. He died in 2006, and then soon after this album was released, Hooper died also. But again, John Marshall's on drums, and great playing, saxophone, flute, and loops on this album. There's jazz fusion elements, a little bit of rock, great range of fusion. And again, great solos and guitar runs that add up to just incredible listening experience. Hooper's bass wraps these songs up and punches it out. It's refreshing music. It's a great atmosphere to this album. Steam. Then the last album they put out, this group formed in about 24, and they were together for till 15, I believe, 2015. And this album, forget what year, this is the last album they came out with, studio-wise. It's Burden of Proof, Soft Machine Legacy. And again, it's a fresh atmosphere. It's not about trying to capture their past. It's about coming out with new sound, a new energy, and new focus. And again, it's John Eldridge on guitar and John Marshall on drums. There's some slow blues guitar in a couple of cuts. It's rock, jazz. It's sharp licks throughout and great playing. They really involved on this. Again, Roy Babington is on bass and holds down the beat along with Marshall on drums and sets the pace. It's refreshing, adventurous, and it shows that they're great at improvising as ever. If you liked Soft Machine albums 3 to 7, you'll like these albums, the Soft Machine Legacy. They really expand the pieces and they don't rest on their past. It's a diversity of sound, fresh and alive. Soft Machine Legacy. Look them up.
I
All
already
right.
have them. I already have them saved.
We'll look them up. Yeah, they're on Bandcamp, $9.
Yeah. Yeah.
Prague Archives reviews them as 4 Canterbury scene veterans,
Hmm.
and they give the albums, let's see, Demas 3.74 out of 5 stars, and Soft Machine Legacy 3.56 out of 5 stars, and Burden of Proof 3.79. So they're just getting better and better, according to
Hawkwind's
Prague Archives.
Hawkwind caught my attention.
Oh yeah, start early with Hawkwind.
Yeah.
They're worth
Space
the ride.
Ritual.
Yeah.
Watch the videos. You might see something unusual. Leave it at that. Thank you, Fred, for our update.